Democratic U.S. Senate candidate Graham Platner held a press conference in Waterville today on rural health care, nearly 1 year after the One Big Beautiful Bill was approved by Congress and then signed into law. The event took place outside the former Northern Light Inland Hospital, which closed in June of 2025. Platner criticized Senator Susan Collins for her vote to advance the bill, even though she eventually voted against the measure, citing cuts to Medicare. Platner also criticized Collins for her claims of securing $190 million for Maine from the Rural Health Care Transformation Program, saying it does not equate to the $3 billion being taken out of federal Medicaid funds for Maine over the next 10 years due to the One Big Beautiful Bill.
Before the bill's passage, nearly half of Maine's rural hospitals were found to be at risk of closing, while some, like the one here today, had already shuttered. The One Big Beautiful Bill is doing exactly what the experts warned it would do. It is throwing gasoline on a crisis that was already raging in Maine's rural hospitals.
Platner is also advocating for increased reimbursement rates, citing current rates as the reason for rural health care systems no longer being able to give specific services to Mainers. In response today, Collins' office says she has voted against Medicaid cuts over a dozen times, introduced an amendment to raise taxes on the rich to offset Medicaid, and received an award from an organization of providers for people with disabilities for her advocacy for Medicaid.